welcome to the debut edition of Reality Check, your weekly deep dive into the X Factor, The Voice, and anytime Gilles Marini takes his shirt off on Dancing with the Stars.
Excellent. Where do we start?
I'm here with American Idol Season 6 superstar Melinda Doolittle, currently starring in Smokey Joe's Cafe at the Franklin Theater in Franklin, Tennessee. Hello, Melinda.
Hello, how are you?
I think we've got to start by talking about the X Factor, and I think more specifically, we've got to talk about Britney.
It's Britney, bitch.
I'm waiting for it's Melinda, bitch, at the beginning of one of your singles. I'm just waiting for it.
No, we can't do that.
So the three things I always look for in a reality TV judge: succinctness.
Those that do should. You just did, because you do, and you know who you are.
Eloquence.
I'm first of all,
and honesty.
The great Michael Jackson.
And I think in Britney's case, we've got 2 out of 3, and that's better than almost any other reality judge on TV.
We came, we won, we saw, we are.
She is certainly a woman of few words.
No.
And I love that she's honest.
You can't destroy that song, sweetie.
I think she might have cracked the code for how to be honest and still be likable.
I love her. If only for her faces, she makes me the happiest person ever. I love when she's like, I'm feeling like she kind of rivals L.A. Reid in her facial expressions, and it makes me happy, because he's like,
He's feeling the music from before the music even begins, before the person even starts singing. He's into it, he's so in it. It's almost like Britney is pure id, and her id would rather be back at home on the couch eating pork rinds and playing Hungry Hungry Hippos with the kids. There are moments where they cut to her and she's sort of like, how did I get here? What am I doing on this show? Don't I have enough money already? But then she's like, all right, well, if I'm gonna be here, I might as well just be totally brutally honest.
I feel at the end of the day, I'd want to be told, and I wouldn't want to waste anyone's time.
That's really all we've ever asked for from all of the myriad judges who've done a poor job over the years is just don't sugarcoat it for these people.
You need a new teacher to teach you how to sing.
It's a bit like pulling legs off flies.
The real question is, how much of this was editing? How much of this is Britney being actually brilliant? We're gonna have to wait till the live shows to find out, because I do remember everybody loved Steven Tyler as a judge in his first season on Idol, and then we went to the live shows and realized he can't duplicate what the editors can do for him. So we'll have to see with Britney, but I'm cautiously optimistic. All right, Melinda, let's get to contestants on X Factor. Did you have an absolute favorite this week from the first 3 hours of auditions?
I have to give it to Carly Rose, who I keep calling Carly Rae, but that's okay.
It's gonna happen. One of these Carlys has to be able to sing live, right?
Right.
I didn't say that. I did say that. Who am I kidding?
Sun in the sky, you know how I feel.
What? She's 13. She is 13 years old, and I seriously thought that they were playing a track because her voice is so mature. Yeah. I really was just completely taken aback. I was like, you better sing. She's almost gonna get the Heifer title. I'm gonna need to hear maybe just a little bit more, but I love her.
My favorite from the week was definitely Janelle Garcia. Her Grace Potter cover, I didn't see that coming. She just rocked out big time. It was a little bit of an Alison Irahita singing alone in the early rounds of Idol. That good.
She almost made me want to get my wig out so I could kind of run my fingers through my hair. She was that good.
My one issue with her performance was too much hairography. I want her, and listen, Janelle, if you're watching this show, and you should be, get out the shears, cut the hair.
Sorry, what?
You want to be a rocker chick, I don't think that length is gonna work, and you want to play with it too much. It got to be a little bit contrived, so I'd almost buzz it. Go with a Deborah-style look from The Voice. That's what I want.
Janelle.
Yes.
Listen to me. Don't do that.
You have to remember.
And I think that Erica Van Pelt should go back to being a brunette, because they showed a picture of her at the DJ booth and she was smoking hot with dark hair.
June, you are safe.
I think that answers the question.
I've got to ask you though, which show did you like better this week?
For the love of God, pick me.
By a slight edge, I have to give it to the X Factor.
Really?
Just the slightest edge. Only because the singers that I loved more from the X Factor. So I'm giving it for the contestants, not for the overall show.
I think I liked The Voice slightly better this week. I'd give them the edge. And I know what you're saying, because I think the singers I liked best on the X Factor, I might have liked a little bit better than the ones I liked best on The Voice. But I feel like in terms of depth, we got a far deeper bench of talent on The Voice. And I like the fact that on The Voice, every single audition is a win. Even the people that get rejected can leave there feeling a little better about themselves.
Promise me you'll come back for season 4 and try this again, and you and me are going to make history together.
I feel like they're never in the game of humiliating anybody, and I find that really nice.
And The Voice does have Blake Shelton. And who might have a crush on Blake Shelton?
Who doesn't have a little crush on Blake Shelton? He's just so dang.
Yeah.
I just used the word dang. I don't know who I am anymore, but he's like dang funny. When he said to that mother-daughter team, he's like,
I want to be the guy that protects your mother and daughter relationship.
He's just hilarious and also
Fabulous.
like real.
In a savage, angry world of entertainment.
A judging panel with him and Britney would be like maybe a little too much real.
No.
So who was your favorite this week on The Voice?
You know how I never remember names?
Yes.
But she was wearing white, and she sang Domino.
I'm feeling sexy and free.
Adriana Louise. She was also like in a horrific
her.
robbery type experience as a child that I'm not sure I needed to know about.
Oh, God.
10 minutes wasted. However, when she got on that stage, her pitch and her control and just, I'm like, what is taking these judges? Why aren't they turning around?
You're like a shot of your gold.
Yeah.
I would have 5 seconds in been like, bam.
Take me down like I'm a domino.
For me, I think I have to say I liked Nicole Nelson the best. We've heard enough versions of Hallelujah. I'd heard enough versions of Hallelujah back when Lee DeWise sang it, but she still managed to transcend her awful song choice.
She's totally cool.
There's a ring, you weren't feeling it as much, I'm taking it.
Maybe not as much, but we're entitled to disagree because I see that you put Trevin as number 8 on your list. All I'm saying is that as much as I like Damo, Trevin should not be behind her.
D to the O to the M to the O.
D to the O to the M to the O. When I say da, you say?
Damo.
When I say da, y'all say mo.
Oh, you got a handful there.
A lot of my readers on TV Line disliked Damo and thought she was egotistical and obnoxious.
I can sing like Mariah, Whitney, Christina, Celine.
I thought she did all of that with a wink and a sense of humor.
I'm Damo. I'm the voice.
Yeah, part of the thigh of her pants was missing. And maybe she wasn't the best singer, but I love Damo. She sings better than, Rihanna. So let's give her a shot.
Don't you wish your girlfriend would?
By the time she said in China, I'm like Lady Gaga. I was like, uh-oh.
Cee-lo, you're gonna have some fun with this one.
So we've come to the end of our week in reality TV. You are in the middle of rehearsals for Smokey Joe's Cafe. If people want to go see it, tell us when the dates are, where it's playing, and what they've got to do to get there.
It actually opens September 20th and goes through October 7th. And it's at the Franklin Theater in Franklin, Tennessee. So I actually get to be home while I do this, which is awesome. And it's a killer show. You can get any tickets or any information either on melindadoolittle.com or studio10.com. That's TENN, like Tennessee. But this show is fierce. I am loving it. And I get to sing I'm a Woman, like with a purpose.
WOMAN, just like DOMO.
D to the O to the M to the O.
No.
It should be said, you're not just singing one song, you're like doing 7 or 8 songs, correct?
Yeah, 7 or 8 songs. I'm on stage the entire show.
If that's not enough to sell you on it, if you haven't seen Melinda Doolittle live, if you have not been in the same room as her while she's singing, you have not lived. There you go. They can use that quote if they want to on the poster.
Totally
and then people are going to be like,
using it
who
on
the hell is that?
D to the O to the M to the O.
This has gone just far enough.